Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to work on a Toyota Lexus RCF, and we're going to be putting on some sport springs made by Swift. Last time we worked on the RCF, kind of kicked our butt when we did some catted headers. But today I'm hoping the coilover install will be kind of standard as any other coilover like spring install. So let's get in the shop and see how we can get her done.
All right, I see it's got an invidia exhaust on it. Let's see what this thing sounds like. Okay. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all. Got one RCF, they're nice. Like, can't hate on them.
Like, interiors are undefeated, low-key.
Yeah, for sure.
Seats, red seats.
And you gotta think, this car from factory will do 200 miles an hour. It's got 7 gears in it. She'll rev out. The only thing we don't like about RCF, and we decided between the entire shop, is with headers and exhausts, they sound exactly like a 5.0 Mustang. That's the only downfall of them. I mean, they're like a, I don't know what engine displacement, but they're a V8, you know, dual red cam motor, exactly what a Coyote is. That's their only downfall. But they're much nicer than a Coyote, and they will do 200 out of the factory, so that's pretty hard to beat.
This is the stock height while we're pulling it in.
So before we start, we're going to give you a good idea of how low we're going to drop this car. So we always measure from the top of the wheel to the bottom of the fender here. So from there to here, we are sitting at right at 4.5 inches is our distance. So we'll see if she drops a 1/2 inch or an inch. So 4.5 inches is our starting point. So we'll see what she gets when we drop it. Okay, so we're going to start on the front springs first. And the easiest way we've came up to do this is we're gonna pull, there's 14s, there's 3 of them on the top of the strut right here. Pull those, you're gonna pull this right here. This is the sensor to the top of the strut. It's kind of challenging. If you've never done it before, it's very interesting. A 90-degree pick is your friend here. And you go right in this little slot. You're gonna pull it up a little bit and then pull on this entire thing. Just like that. She pulls out. You can see she's got a little lip right there, and that's how she stays in there. You got to do that because when the strut comes out, it pulls that cable all the way through it. So after you get the top part done, which is 3 14s and that sensor, I'll show you what's going on underneath. So underneath, you have a 17 here. There's a cotter pin you got to pull. You're going to pull this 17. This is going to come out. This whole thing's going to allow it to sway out. You're going to undo your end link, which is down here. It's kind of hard to see. There's an end link. It's a 17 as well. You're going to pull that. And then the bottom of the strut, which actually holds it into the arm, is a 19. You're gonna pull that 19 out. Then the other little thing is this little 10 mil right here that holds this like ABS type line. It's all that it takes to pull this out. So we're gonna pull all that out real quick and then we'll drop the strut.
If you want to buy Gage's headlight, link in the description.
Link in the description. I use it every day. We've had it for a couple of years now, and it works good. Works real good actually. Package the greatest? No, not exactly. But is that gonna hurt them? Probably not. You're gonna need a big breaker bar for the bottom 19. She's definitely tight. Once you get it broke loose, you'll have to put a 19 on the other side to get it all the way out. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Dude, we're doing a time lapse in real time.
Are we? That's crazy. Now that we have the strut out, we're working on our death machine 2.0. That's what we call it around here. Because if she decides to let go and your head's above it, she's gonna knock your head clean off, probably.
Yes.
Now, you're probably not gonna have this, so this is gonna make it a little bit challenging. This is a pass-through socket, as you can see, and this nut's 17. And then this is a pass-through extension for this particular socket. So you put it together, and you can pass through, and then you take your, I think it's a 17 on top, a normal socket, and then you can power it off, power tool. Then we'll put the new spring on after I get this out of there. Hardest part we had earlier was getting this to go through the hole. It's like thread and a needle. All right, we're through. Come on. together. All right, now the front is completely back together. Now we're gonna tighten everything down the front and then start to back. Okay, so on the back, we unfortunately have to remove the exhaust, but after we have this portion of the exhaust removed, it's gonna be different based off what exhaust you have on your car. The main thing is you're gonna take this 19 out. It's a big freaking 19 bolt. And then you're gonna undo this, what was it? I think a 15, no, it was a 14. This 14 nut for the end link. And then after that, you're gonna take a pry bar and you're gonna put it in between here and here because you need to wedge it out. And take this pole jack, put it underneath it. Get you an idea of what's going on here. Pole jack will go underneath to support it. And then you're gonna wedge that pry bar in there to wedge this out because it'll get caught in this little gap here. And then you're gonna pull that whole thing and that'll allow the spring to come out and then put the new spring back in. So we'll kind of show you what's going on once we get it out. It's a matter of getting up in there. That's the hard part on this whole freaking deal, is just getting her to come out of there. And after that, we'll take Big Bertha, flex that arm down. Take Big Bertha, run her in here, the subframe bushing, or it's really the diff bushing, I guess. Push on her just like that. Flex a little more. Just like that. There's your new spring. We'll put the new spring in there in the exact opposite order. She'll be done. Alright guys, we're putting the exhaust back on. The lowering springs are all completely in. Everything's tight. Just gonna tighten up this exhaust and put wheels and tires on it and lower her down. Alright boys and girls, we are now putting the wheels back on the car. I don't know why we're being quiet.
Yeah.
I always like these lug nuts, they're kind of cool.
What are they?
I mean, they're neat.
Mm.
I don't know how to explain it, but they're neat.
Oh, this thing looks good.
The quick measurement, obviously the car's going to settle in the next, roughly 15 to 30 miles. But I started out at 4.5. Right now we're sitting at exactly 3.5. So if she settles another 1/4 inch, it'll be close to about 3 inches. So over an inch of lowering we've done just with spring. We measured the rear off camera earlier this morning, and it was sitting at about 4. She's dropped down to about 3 1/4 so far. So we've already got 3/4 inch dropped in the rear. She'll drop a whole inch probably when she settles. So far she looks great. Now we're gonna take her to alignment and get her all straightened up and she'll be good to go. Thanks for watching guys. We don't work on many Lexuses, Toyotas very often, but when we do, we try to keep them RCF and maybe an LFA once in a while. But thanks for watching guys. We'll see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe, comment.